Too late. We're here. We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Shenanigans. Sorry about the long break. So, you guys are in this village. This unnamed little shithole of a village in the middle of the forest. They're about to throw a party, but someone here in this village has stolen Torque's purse and all of the money in it. And it's a little bit of a dangerous situation for that person, wherever they are. The two, Torque and May, have been searching the village grounds where people are setting up for this festival party thingy, while Joe has been lying in wait in a wagon. Kind of just lying there. And Joe, give me a perception check, buddy.
Oh boy, wonder what
Wonder what it is.
Wonder what number I gotta add to this, huh?
Yes, what number do you need to add?
Oh, I think it's a nice old 10.
Nice.
Hey, so sure enough, you hear someone coming up on your wagon. It's kind of a hurried, frantic, like patter, 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 stop. Patter, 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 patter. And then you hear the squeaking as someone gets up in the front of the wagon, gets up in the driver's spot. You can feel the whole wagon start to shift a little bit.
Okay. So, what type of wagon is this?
This is an open wagon that has like a tarp thrown over it to keep all of the goods inside in place. Inside is just apples, just filled with apples. So I think you are lying on top of the apples, but underneath the tarp, or maybe like burrowed down inside the group of apples. But either way, like they can't see you because there's like a tarp over it, and then there's apples.
All right. And can I see the person? Can I just try to peek up out of the tarp?
If you crawl all the way to the front of the wagon, you might be able to peek up under the tarp. Yes. But I'm going to ask you to make me a dexterity check to see how well you can crawl to the front of the wagon.
Right. That one didn't go so well.
It's surprisingly difficult. Every time you try and like grab something and pull yourself forward, it just moves towards you, and you try and push, and the apples just get kicked around. It's difficult to maneuver. You can't really swim.
It's very hard to swim in apples.
Yeah.
It's very hard to swim through a solid.
Yes.
Many solids.
Yes.
This is an issue. Well, has the cart started moving as I'm like trying to move forward and failing?
No, it sounds like someone's getting their gear together, or they're sorting through things.
Okay.
Good thing we took the spike out of the wheel. If they try and move it, it'll come apart eventually.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll just give myself away, stand up.
All right. So you stand up. You're going to have to the wagon walls only come up so high. So you're going to have to actually get out the back or the front. You have to get out some way to properly stand up. So you can exit the wagon on the back end and stand up. The person in the wagon turns around to face you. It is a woman, early 30s-ish, maybe mid-30s, with a look of surprise as someone crawls out of the wagon, and you can see that, just the makeup effects really aren't there, and she's not scrunching her face anymore, and she doesn't have the hood up, and you can see that there's like a little bit of gray hair on her front, but the rest of her hair is just like jet black, as if she's like just dyed the front that would be visible underneath the little bonnet she had on earlier. It's definitely the same woman, and you can see the costuming effects that she had earlier.
Now, little missy. Wasn't very nice of you to go and steal his gold.
She goes to throw a dagger at you. Roll initiative. She rolls a 5 on her initiative.
I'll remember what a spear is.
6 is the initiative for spear, plus a d10.
That it is.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's not good enough. She pulls a dagger from under her cloak and hurls it at Joe with a natural 19 to hit. So it's actually going to be like a 21
Joe, what's your
to
AC?
hit.
Is it 10?
Wait, what is it adjusted?
A modified 21.
Doesn't clear by 10, or doesn't clear by 5.
Okay.
I've got 17 AC, so just barely.
All right. So the
reasonable
dagger,
amount of AC.
the dagger strikes Joe in his shoulder for 3 points of damage while she's standing on the wagon. It is Joe's turn.
Well, come on now, lady. You just got to give the money back and we can resolve this peacefully. But I will... Does she have a weapon in her hand right now, since she threw the dagger?
She is reaching into her cloak for a second dagger, because 2 dagger throws per round.
I see. Well, then I think I will not use my spear as a stabby stab, but more as a giant bat. And just try to blunt damage her.
All right, go ahead and make me an attack roll. We'll just treat it like a quarterstaff. 13 is gonna be a hit. You strike the not old woman in the side. Roll some damage.
What's the damage?
I think you're just gonna do like D4 damage. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable amount for a quarterstaff, or for the side of a spear. Wonderful. You crack her for 4. She looks a little surprised as you've just dealt 2/5 of her life in a single blow.
40%?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And she will hurl a second dagger at you, but it's difficult because you're in melee combat now.
Yeah.
But hey, a natural 18 will hit you anyway.
Yeah, it will.
And you'll take 4 points of damage as the second
Ouch.
dagger sinks into you. And can I get perception checks from Torque and May in the town square, which is not far away? It's a lot of noise going on in there.
Oh.
But Torque definitely hears the commotion. May?
Yeah, let me just roll. It's plus my perception.
You both definitely hear the commotion, and many other heads start like peeking up at the sounds of fighting. I guess Joe's not really making a lot of noise, but you know, things
Is
are
it
being
visible?
thrown. No, it's on the other side of a building. Like, you know, things are cracking against each other, and there is pain and sounds of discomfort as people are being hit. Let's roll initiative again. Torque and May, please give me a modifier of 2, an additional 2 to your initiative to represent how far away you are and you have to run in.
12.
Very good.
Yeah, I should probably
Nice.
change my name to Joe.
She rolled an 11 on her initiative.
Now, lady, just give the money back. Come on now.
My God, you rolled another 7?
Yep.
It's amazing.
Just be reasonable about this. I ain't stabbing you.
My plan.
I say with 2 daggers sticking in me.
Yeah, what's your plan, May?
To rush over to the militia captain. Just because obviously, if
Short
it does
sword
go down,
lady.
I want to make sure I've got this person in my eyesight, and obviously explain that we're looking if Torque runs off. I'm not
Right.
going to be able.
Oh, Torque is definitely running off.
So would that just be just plus 10 plus 2?
Yeah. 10 plus 3. D10 plus 3.
Oh, sorry. 7
That's
then.
fine. 7. So it looks like Joe made an attack roll?
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't go so well.
Yeah, Joe swings his improvised club at the woman. She ducks, or maybe jumps, because I think you're on the ground and she's standing on the wagon, so she just like jumps into the swipe. May gets to the sheriff, the self-appointed militia woman.
The
whose
most
name-
well-armed resident in the village.
Exactly, whose name I've already forgotten, although it's
Jackie.
Jackie.
I wrote it down.
Right. Right, Jackie, perfect. And she's got a cup in her hand and has not heard the commotion whatsoever.
May will approach and say, I hear from one of your associates you are relatively well seen as the head of the militia, or roughly enough, of this village. Me, and looking back, probably pointing towards a lump of like hair running off in another direction. That fella and another gentleman were here investigating a individual who stole a quite valuable coin purse of a sizable amount. Obviously, if we could work together, that would be most appreciated.
What race is May?
Human.
Human. And what is May's age?
He is like either late teens, early 20s, around like that's
Probably
quite young.
Okay.
That's why he's so nervous normally.
Give me one moment here. She leans back as much as she can on a stool and looks you up and down with that discerning eye and goes, well, I'm sure there's more than one thing we could help each other with. Would you like to have a drink with me?
Got him.
Oh dear.
If that will assist in the matters.
Oh, I don't see how we could progress without this.
I shall then, madam.
All right, she sits down and orders you a drink, and we'll get back to you next round. There's 1 minute rounds. So Torque, no, you rolled really high, right? You rolled above an 11.
I rolled a 30.
30.
I see what you're saying. Initiative. I thought.
Yeah, initiative.
I rolled a 12. Yeah.
Okay, so the would-be murderer or thief pulls out a short sword from underneath the bench of the wagon and looks at Joe and says, "You'll never take me alive, copper," and goes to stab you with her short sword with a 16 to hit. No, she's got high ground, a 17 to hit.
I mean, I guess that hits after all that.
Wonderful. Which just does a flat d6 damage and rolls a 6.
Oof.
She stabs you, Joe. So now you've got dagger, sword.
Yep.
Yep,
Oh, it's like a little face almost.
yep. A little face of death.
Now, Neal,
Mhm.
into the... Oh, wait, no, Torque so goes. Never mind.
Torque.
I hear this. I immediately jump to conclusions.
I think you round the corner as you see her pulling the
And
short
I just,
sword out
I
of
just,
Joe's
like-
body.
Like I have a feeling like as soon as the freaking fighting started, like I was like looking around, ears were doing their swivel thing, then just like whoop, perk up and just like, bitch stole my money, and freaking just like burst out of the crowd and run around the corner and see how she likes having a sword run through her.
Give me a roll to hit.
Oh my god.
Nope. She nimbly ducks out of the way of your incoming blow. And is now
run off.
facing down the two of you. Joe, what's your HP?
Wait, Neal, would you say would a flank do anything for that? I won't try and argue back attack because I know that.
No, because I think the backside, like, so she's standing on a wagon, and to her left would be oxen, and to her right would be the wagon. So I think there would be no way to
Well,
get.
I mean, she's attacking Joe.
So like, but if there's a
All right, fine. Whatever. If she tries to run, I'll get her anyway.
yeah. But here, let me just do a little doodle so we'll understand. I'm gonna doodle in the western steps. So go find the western steps. So top down, she's got like a wagon, and there's like the little driver area, and then there's like a big ox, right?
Very well.
And then behind her is that building that you guys were against, the door over here, and that's where the person you were talking to. So Joe got out of the wagon and came over here and is like fighting her while she is on the driver's section. So she's like backed to a wall, basically. Although she could maybe hop over the wagon or hop onto the roof or hop onto the oxen or something. And so that would leave like Joe and Torque here. And then there's like a building off to the right side.
Yeah.
And you know, like actually another building here. And then on the other side of the building is this little makeshift bar where May and Jackie are hanging out. May and Jackie, and then there's like ale barrels and stuff, and like a tarp being put up. Is that a good? Is this understandable?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Who did everyone get their turn? Yes, Joe. You wanted to ask a question though.
Yeah. I do have. What is it? Specialization with a spear.
So 2 attacks every 3 rounds.
Right.
Right. So this is the second round of combat.
Right. So does using the spear, smacking on the side
Yes.
count?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me your second attack roll.
If that also would count for damage, then she would have taken a +2.
Ooh, I'll do half that damage, since you are doing it in an unconventional way.
Okay.
So it'll do an additional 1. Okay. Go ahead and make your second attack there, Joe.
Nice.
17 will hit her. So D4 plus 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you whack her in the knees. She falls to her good knee, maybe her bad knee. Is still on the car and is looking pretty beaten up. She's got like 1 blow across the neck and another blow across the legs, and she's hobbling. Let's go initiative.
Please, lady, just surrender.
Never! I'll die before I give myself up to the likes of you!
Yeah, you will die.
So we're gonna start with May, who's sitting next to Jackie. Jackie's got you a drink already and leans in a little bit and says, so, let's talk tit for tat. If I help you with your investigation, what are you gonna help me with?
Well, how can I be of assistance?
Well, you know, this armor that I'm wearing, it's difficult to get in and out of. I could always use a pair of hands taking it off.
That is understandable. I've seen people with quite heavy armor. They normally have.
Oh, the buckles are so hard to reach in the back. You know, I can't get those straps.
That's understandable. It's a wonder why they always put them towards the back of the armor rather than the sides. You would think the leather worker would, in your case, or armor smith would think about that for their wearers.
It's such a shame, but case as it may be, I guess I just need a hand. And then we could absolutely help you with whatever investigation.
That would be most appreciated.
She takes the ale and says, follow me, and starts heading towards a house.
Maybe
About to
very
get jumped,
naive,
boy.
We'll do so.
Okay. You head towards this house. It's nearby because all the buildings are. The two of you go in. She takes off her sword belt, throws it to the ground, and tries to pounce on you and, make tonguey with your face.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess he did get jumped.
Sort of.
May's quite weak, so he's only got a strength of 11. So
I mean, are you?
Depends if he's had anything. He probably has had something to drink because obviously.
So the question here, I mean, the town guard-ish woman is clearly trying to use her position of authority to get something out of you. Is May interested, uninterested, actively resisting, wildly confused? What is May's reaction to all of this?
But I guess we should sort of roll. What's the check you have for a character's impression to another character?
3d6. You would roll 3d6 to see if you're interested. If you have a reason to be, or you're more into this type of person, it's 3d4 plus 6. And if you're less interested or you have a reason not to be into them, it's just a flat 3d4. So 11, average, just another person.
And then I got to weigh up the fact that last time Tor did hold off an army of nymphs, and he's probably slightly tipsy because he tries to avoid drinking. So, and
So
they're
what you're
probably
saying
stronger
is
than
he's
him.
a bit of a lightweight.
So are you kind of is this something that you're happily going with?
The character would likely be overpowered. Yes.
I mean, she's not trying to assault you here against your will. This is not a May gets sexually assaulted in some random person's hovel here.
Yeah.
If you're not interested, tell me and she'll back off.
May will probably consider that if he's going to help talk, he might have to take one for the team.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to let whatever happens in that room happen in that room. And go back to the other players who are actively fighting the real threat here.
Real threat.
Who won initiative there?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Joe got a 4. Oh, God. She gets a 12.
Wait, what?
So, no. Joe
Joe
not get
didn't
a 4.
roll.
Joe didn't
I
roll.
haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
She has an 12. Joe, roll initiative. 8. Joe, you're first.
All right. Come on now. Three damage.
You know what? That's enough. You bring it up and over and on top of her head, and she falls face forward in the wagon, unconscious.
Yeah.
I immediately start trying to find my bag of money.
Okay. You start digging around, and very quickly, it's just under the front seat of the wagon.
Okay.
All right.
Dang it.
She's unconscious in the wagon. Joe, Torque, what are you going to do with the unconscious person?
Well,
I want to cut off her hand. Nope.
Well, hold on. She's hurt. We'll let them cut off their hand for 3-3. We just got to bring them to the law.
Okay. I can accept that.
So what do you do?
So, if we cut off her hand, we'd have those bones for Layla, and we'd be able to grind them up and make like bone dust or something. Or just give her the hand and tell her to do it herself. I bet she'd love that.
Well, I suppose if they're going to take her hand, we could, but we could request the hand, I suppose, but we may as well just bring her to the authorities and request the hand afterwards.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I guess that works. All right, so I'll just like start dragging her through there. Does she look like she's gonna like die any minute here?
No, she looks like she's been given a couple of good thwacks and is in very bad shape, but like she's not gonna die. You know, she's just been like bludgeoned into unconsciousness. She'll be all right.
I like how Joe did literally everything for that, and I just ran up there, screamed, and missed.
So while you guys are kind of like talking about taking her hands and turning her into the authorities and all that jazz, May is busy for a while, actually probably a long while. So Joe and Torque, once you sort out what you need to do, you realize May's nowhere to be found.
I'll ask around, see if anybody's seen May.
Someone's like, yeah, she went off with Sheriff Jackie. Well, she's not really a sheriff, but that's just what we like to call her around these parts sometimes.
Where did they go?
They're a little busy.
That sort of went, I got you. Cool. Do you know if there's anywhere we can borrow some rope? This little bitch over here stole my money.
I'm sorry, I don't think anyone lends rope.
fine, whatever. And I'll go and find someone I can buy.
You guys don't have rope? You don't carry your own rope?
I gave my rope to someone and have neglected to resupply myself.
Joe,
with
you
rope.
don't have your own rope?
And I'm getting
Joe
really
can't
close to my
carry his
weight
armor,
limit
Neal.
anyway.
I have rope, but that's quite useful.
All right. We can just fast forward through this a little bit. Eventually, May finishes up.
I have enough money that I can throw money at the problem.
Sure, you can throw money at the problem if you'd like. You can buy rope in town. Someone will sell you some rope.
I'll buy a suboptimal amount of rope, use that to tie her up, and then not care about the rope. Because
Okay.
again, I'm very close to my weight limit.
Yeah. All right. So you tie her up. Eventually, May comes out of the militiaman's hut or whatever, and sees
Jackie's hut.
Jackie's hut. And Jackie's kind of like, okay, so you had something you wanted us to work on? What was that? The thing?
Well, we had and I probably noticed the other two have captured someone.
Started drinking.
Yeah. You see them. There's like a tied up woman next to them. They're drinking. Woman's unconscious, maybe like bleeding slightly from the forehead.
Well, it appears the two of them have already captured the person in particular. A pickpocket and thief of the road.
Perfect.
How would you normally deal with such situations?
I don't know. We don't have a lot of theft around here. We usually just beat the shit out of them and let them go.
Well,
Understand. Shall we
Sort of
head
like
over to
contemplating
the
waking
two
her
of
up.
them?
I'm sorry. I didn't catch out of those.
Shall we head over to the two of them? I'm sure they have. They would like to make. A comment.
You get over there and the other party members are there.
I will introduce Jackie, the militia captain, to Joe and
Greetings.
to Thor.
Sup?
hello.
Well, it looks like this is all taken care of. She sits down at the little makeshift tavern and orders herself a drink.
All right. Well,
So what do you normally do with these sort of peoples?
Whap him about the face a few times, kick him in the balls, punch him in the
that's not-
gut.
Second one's gonna be a little hard.
Well, whatever. Kick her in the crotch anyway.
Hmm.
Balls or no
I like
balls.
that.
Crotch kicks are always fun. Rough him up, give him a stern talking to, and if we see him in town again, preemptively beat them up. I always find that large amounts of violence are good deterrents.
all right. Torque, did you still want to go through with what you wanted?
A little, but I mean, if they don't use sharp objects for this, you don't need to make a scene about it.
So you people don't have jail around here?
No. If you really want, you can take him into Berkshire, talk to the Baron there, or Baroness, or I don't know. There's weird shit going up there. I don't know who's in charge, but talk to the person up there. They'll,
Yeah, that's where we came from. We don't know either.
Just rough her up and let her go, right?
All right.
Well, she
Yeah,
did
that's
steal
fair.
quite a large amount of money.
Did you get it back?
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Fuck it.
All right, yeah. I'll try and wake her up, or is she thoroughly unconscious?
I mean, after like 10 minutes of
Yeah, I mean, eventually
just one.
she'll wake
Okay.
up. Yeah, you
Alright,
can
eventually
wait
she'll-
until she's awake. She comes to consciousness, tied up, with all of you guys standing over her, and goes, "Couldn't even kill me. I've known weaker lawmen than you."
I mean, it would have been
Lawman,
real
you just
easy to
stole
kill
his
you.
money.
May will get a set of manacles out from his bag.
She glares.
I think.
Oh yeah,
It's a
we beat her
Berkshire.
up, throw her in the manacles, and then kick her out in the woods. I like that idea. That's a good one.
I also have a lock for it. So
You lock her up.
yeah, I say. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I believe we will deal with this criminal through the courts of Berkshire. I believe my Noel colleague here would is quite protective of his property.
Good. You guys can lock her up, and the Jackie will offer to keep an eye on her while you guys finish your ogre quest, if you so desire to finish the ogre quest.
I definitely desire to finish the ogre quest.
Well, I don't know about Joe.
Yeah, Joe looks pretty roughed up right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Meg, give Joe your crossbow.
Okay. he does it. He just does it because May's going. All I want is okay.
Joe, like, can't carry it.
Don't you have a donkey?
Yeah, I'll be on the donkey, but just like.
We can equip the donkey with
Right.
a crossbow.
You know what? Maybe we can. Apparently, I also have a cart that the donkey is pulling. So we can just like throw her on the cart with the manacles and go back to Berkshire.
Shenanigans! There's magical appearing carts, guys, that just boom,
Or we could
there's
just
a cart.
take the cart that she had.
Oh, Joe is definitely taking a couple of her apples.
Okay. That's a stolen cart, though.
Oh, we.
I
Oh,
figured
Yeah.
as much.
I was going
I mean,
to
not-
ask. We should ask Jackie what we should do with the criminal's property or.
Oh,
Possibly.
take it. It's yours now.
Yeah.
Totally.
We will move the. I guess we can give some of the apples out to the people here as well.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
keep them aside, and we can take the car back to Berkshire. What's the criminal punishment in Berkshire for thieves?
Jail sentence.
Jail.
Yep. Or if the criminal is particularly bad for some reason, they might, what do you call it? Throw him in the stockades and leave him in town for everyone to see.
Public humiliation.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
his finest.
Well, by the way, maybe we can take out the ogres. I do have like 100 flasks of oil on the cart that I saw on the character sheet. Probably be nothing left but bones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we should try to finish the objective we
Yeah.
started, don't we? Mr. Talk, I will follow
Yeah.
behind you where it's safest.
I'm sure.
Oh, do we want to take that cart too?
We will, yeah. I guess we can try and move it along.
Sure, whatever. I mean, I like look at her. I mean, if it was her cart, does she have any response to that?
No.
All right, cool.
Okay. Well, so which direction are we heading? Berkshire?
Are you going to
Ogres.
Berkshire or ogres first?
Ogres.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys pack up your stuff and we can head to the ogres and we'll deal with that on the other side of our break. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.